Hello, fight fans, and welcome to Fight Week on Fox, powered by Musashi. My name's Niko Pajarillo. We are broadcasting from the Volkanovski farm here on the south coast of New South Wales. I'm joined by a very gracious host. Volk, what are we doing here, mate?
Mate, we're here. We're going to do the final UFC Fight Week episode here on the farm. You know, what better way to do it, eh? And not just that, I think I've got some jobs for you on the farm while you're here as well. Flies getting in the way, everything.
You need me to catch a chicken for you?
I reckon we could do that.
We're also going to take a look ahead to this weekend, UFC 310, where it's undefeated versus undefeated. Shavkat Rakhmonov taking on Ian Machado Gary as a welterweight title eliminator. And in the main event, it's the Flyweight Championship between UFC newcomer Asakura versus Alexandre Pantoja. We're also going to take a look back on the year that was in our final edition of Fight Week for 2024. Volk, thanks for having us on the farm, mate. You've got us into this little man cave of yours. Going to play a bit of darts, bit of 20-1. First to the bottom wins. You excited?
Let's go.
All right, Dan, I'll let you go first. Volk, spell a rumour for us, mate. A lot of chat about you potentially headlining that Sydney card in February, but you've been very steadfast in that assertion that, Dan, that you're going to, no, keep going, that you want to fight for that title. And that might be against Ilia Topuria in Spain mid-year. Are you willing to wait another 6 months for that?
Yeah, look, you know, we don't know exactly what's happening. I've made it, you know, I don't want to wait mid-year, that's for sure. We'll just see what happens, but I obviously want to fight for that title. So we're going to have to see what comes up. But, oops, mate, we're hitting everything but the board. It's good. But yeah, nothing locked in. Hopefully we can make it happen.
Yeah. And Dan, I might get your thoughts on this as well. As much as all Sydney-siders would love to see Volk headline here at home, I imagine Alex Volkanovski fans worldwide would happily forego that if that meant he had the best preparation for fighting Ilia.
Yeah, I feel like everyone, if you had your best intentions, Volk's best intentions at heart, it's like the title shot's there for him. So all he has to do is sit and wait, and he's got that title shot guaranteed. I think anyone that wants him to rush just really doesn't have his best interests at heart.
And Dan, for you, it's been a great year for you. The last time we spoke, there was a bit of chat about you going to Spain to potentially lock up your next opponent. Is there any movement on that, or who it might be?
Oh, ranked above me.
Yeah.
I can't quite share. Yeah, like UFC's bounced a couple of names at me. But we're definitely looking up the rankings. You know, 3-fight win streak. There's a couple big names. I'll definitely be getting one of them in the first quarter of next year. Hopefully, me and Volk can get on the same card.
If I say the name Justin Gaethje, can you nod or shake your head?
That's a good, like, that's an incredible fight, you know. It's like the same as what's happening this weekend in the flyweight division, is you need an injection of new blood. You know, if you just keep having the same 5 guys fight each other, things get a little boring. So I feel like I'll be the new injection in that lightweight top.
Absolutely. Well, let's look ahead to this weekend, though, and the main event for UFC 310, Alexandre Pantoja taking on the newcomer Asakura. And Alexandre Pantoja, what a year he's had. He's headlined 2 pay-per-views. And Alex, you fought on the same card as him at UFC 290. And as a champion, I guess he really showed that night what he's made of, not only inside the octagon, but outside it as well.
Yeah, man, you could see it meant a lot. That post-fight speech that he had, talking about his history, you know, bring up his father, you know, you proud. So there's a lot of emotion there. But winning a title, hard-fought victory as well, you know what I mean? It's a big deal. There's a lot of sacrifices, a lot of hard work that goes into it, and you could see that showed. It meant a lot, and it still means a lot.
Yeah. And Asakura, former Ryzen bantamweight champion, he's coming off 2 massive knockout victories via knees to the body. Dan, I mean, that's one of your greatest tools. I mean, have you seen a lot of Kai so far?
Yeah, well, he's a very dangerous striker. He's obviously been competing in Japan at the highest level in Ryzen, but he's got a tough test on his hand in Pantoja. 2-fight win streak. But, you know, he does have some losses on his records to former Horiguchi, who was a top flyweight.
That's right.
And Renal Cape, who's now currently competing at flyweight. So there is a lot of steam. He is a dangerous fighter, but Pantoja's just I feel like he's just a different beast.
And as good as Pantoja is, though, Volk, we saw that...
20.
We got one.
Yeah, that's how you go
well
down
done.
19. You gotta...
It's
No,
hard
we
to
want to
keep
chat.
score
We want to
as well.
chat. We want to chat. But where's the
anyone
competition
else?
going on?
Is
here?
anyone else?
Struggling to remember what number we're at? Yeah.
I need to remember where I'm at.
Yeah. As I was saying, as good as Alexandre Pantoja is, he does have weaknesses. And our guy Steve Erceg illustrated that in Brazil, didn't he?
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, it's always been that toughness. He's well-rounded. He's good everywhere, and tough. He's got a lot of heart, and I think that's something that is going to play a big part in this fight. As Dan was saying, guy's very dangerous. He's always looking for the finish, but Pantoja's tough. How's he going to do when, them shots, if he does land, not hurting him, he's coming back even stronger, and then he starts, giving you a bit of adversity. What was I up to? Was I up to 19 or to 18?
I think 18.
18, good, we're rolling. But, so it just shows that, Pantoja could definitely put him in deep waters, and we're going to see, see if Kai will sink or swim against someone like a Pantoja.
And with Kai, I mean, 21 victories, 13 of them knockouts, a tremendous finish rate. How do you deal with somebody like that when a striker is so... When you know exactly what a fighter's going to do and you know that he's going to strike, how do you counteract that?
Well, we kind of feel like we know exactly what Pantoja's going to do in this fight, which is either press him up against the cage, grab a single leg, and just his back control is second to none. I think Pantoja might have the best pound-for-pound back submissions and control in the UFC.
And this fight as well, guys, has massive permutations for somebody from our region, of course, your teammate, Kai Kara France. That's got to be exciting because you'd have to think that he gets the next shot.
Well, I think that makes sense, unless you have this crazy war and then they end up doing a rematch or something like that. I think he's definitely next, It makes a lot of sense. Am I 17 or am I 16 now?
I think you're 16.
I am 16, whoops. All right. But yeah, well, there we go.
Nice.
So I'm in competition. It's going to be hard for me to do two things at once, let me tell you. But, yeah, I think it's definitely, and that's exciting. Could you imagine even Kai versus Kai?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That'll be
good.
a fun one. Two strikers going at it.
And there's no doubt that Kai would deserve it after that incredible knockout victory over our Steve Erceg, right?
Yeah, I feel like if Pantoja gets his hand raised, then the Kai Kara France has to be next. He's an injection. They've fought before, but a long time ago on The Ultimate Fighter, which Pantoja got the victory. But yeah, that's a new injection at the top. But I feel like if Kai Asakura wins, well, then there's a lot of other exciting fights. We've got Roy Val, Moreno, both coming off wins. So there's potential there. But I feel like Pantoja, who's already beat both of these fighters, Kai Kara France will be next.
All right.
And I feel like, guys, as this is one of those events where, as exciting as the main event is, the co-main event is almost more intriguing. We've got the undefeated Shavkat Rakhmonov taking on the undefeated Ian Machado. Gary, what are your thoughts on that matchup?
Yeah, man, it is interesting.